A lot of you said it wasn't going to happen to Roe, and a lot of you said it wasn't going to happen to Obergefell, and a lot of you said it was never going to happen to Loving. And here we are. We have a Republican governor talking about leaving interracial marriage rights up to this. Come on. So my fellow white ladies who are in interracial marriages, interracial relationships, who haven't said a single thing about this Republican Party, it's time to start yapping, because your marriage, the sanctity of your marriage, is now being questioned by the GOP. I think that's fucking crazy. I will move to Mars to marry my man before I will let anybody tell me that I can't because our skin looks a little bit different. Fuck you.
So you would be okay with the Supreme Court leaving the question of interracial marriage to the states?
Yes, I think that that's something that if you're not wanting the Supreme Court to weigh in on issues like that, you're not going to be able to have your cake and eat it too. I think that's hypocritical.
That was Indiana Governor Mike Braun, and he was a Republican senator for the state at the time. The Supreme Court case he's talking about, Loving v. Virginia, was decided in the 1960s, and it basically says that states cannot ban interracial marriage. He's saying that that was federal overreach and the states should get to decide. But as we have seen in the past, when Republicans say leave it to the states, what they really mean is they want the states to be free to ban it.
This is for other white people, so y'all aren't fucking surprised when this happens. When, not if, when they come for interracial marriage, I'm telling you, there's going to be a whole lot of fucking white people that walk away from their partners and from their kids. You will see white partners in these marriages choose white supremacy over their own partners and children.
On fast track for interracial marriages to be null and void too. Because if there's one thing that we do know for sure, is that Donald Trump hates, and I mean fucking hates, Black people. So if you are a Black person and you are in an interracial relationship and marriage, I need you to keep your eyes peeled, because this is definitely going to affect you. It's going to happen. You can mark my words. You can say I'm fear-mongering right now, but I want you to go ahead and come back to this page and watch my video again when you hear this shit is happening, because the ultimate goal for Donald Trump is to get rid of everybody who is not white.
The senator of Indiana, Senator Mike Braun, just said that interracial marriage should be a decision that's taken over by the states. Remember what happened when they did that with abortion, and now it's illegal in a bunch of states? That's what they're going to try to do. And after interracial marriage, not even after, maybe at the same time, they will be coming for gay marriage next.
Hello lovelies, welcome back to today's episode. Let's talk about this particular topic. They are trying their best level to take away interracial marriages, because when you try to hear very well this congressman, Republican, the way he explained each and everything, they are trying to give each state the right to decide, to give interracial people, couples, the right to marry or not. It will be up to them, to each and every state. Now you see, people has been there saying they are trying their best level to bring segregation. They are trying to do something which is going to affect the most Black people. Now see what is really happening. Guys, let's talk about this episode. Drop your opinion in the comment section. If you think these things may happen, then we'll come back with more commentaries.
Senator Mike Braun from Indiana on national television says that interracial marriages now should be left to individual states. Can we say that again? Interracial marriages should be left to the states. That's what the Supreme Court should say, he said. Where are we at, guys? We're not getting there. We're there. We are there. Anybody that's different, anything that's not aligned with certain individuals' life, or what they see as normal or right, is getting challenged. Think about that.
I don't know how true this is, but I see that the state of Indiana is trying to get rid of interracial marriage. And I just want to say that if that's true, guys, Some of us are in trouble. Like, we have so much more important things going on in the world, from grocery prices to gas prices to education. And what we're focused on in America is interracial marriage. Interracial marriage, that's what we're working on right now. Guys, America is literally a joke right now. Trying to stop people from loving each other. Wow. That's literally rooted in so much hate, guys. I need America to get it together. We have way more important issues at hand. If you still support Swirl Love, hit that follow button. Let me know how you're feeling in the comments.
Okay, before I get into this, son, I'm speaking from the perspective as a white man in an interracial marriage. And this is for other white people, so y'all aren't fucking surprised when this happens. When, not if, when they come for interracial marriage, I'm telling you, there's going to be a whole lot of fucking white people that walk away from their partners and from their kids. There's going to be some of you white people right now that are like, oh my God, no way, that would never happen. You're just fear-mongering, or you're just this and that. No, listen. I've made a video about interracial marriage before, and the amount of comments that I've gotten from people about their white partners who are completely not in touch with politics or not political are a lot. You will see white partners in these marriages choose white supremacy over their own partners and children. I promise you. Because mind you, these white people have partners and children that look like the people that are being snatched by ICE. They're watching Trump on down talk about their partners being DEI hires at work. Doesn't move them. They don't give a fuck. These same partners, white partners, tokenize their spouse at every turn. So I can't be racist. I have a black, indigenous spouse of color. Y'all see it on here all the time. But when the pressure hits and it's building, white people fucking fold to white supremacy all the goddamn time. That's what's happening right now on a national scale. And we're seeing it. We got concentration camps in America. We got the National Guard in LA and DC. We got ICE snatching up kids, families, deporting them. Doesn't matter if they're fucking citizens or not. And white people aren't moved to do shit. So you think when they come down and they try to attack interracial marriage, it's going to move white people? Absolutely the fuck not. JD Vance, I wouldn't be surprised if he set the standard and said, I'm leaving my wife for X, Y, and Z reason. He'll make some bullshit up. And other white Americans will be like, oh yeah, he did it? All right, yep, then it's safe for me to walk away. When you as a white person can be in an interracial marriage and you see the way the entire country is treating people that look just like your children or your partner, and you just say, I'm not political, or we don't talk about that in my house, you're fucking going to, when the government comes for your shit. Well, you're probably not, because you're going to be too scared to say anything or do anything, because you're just going to be scared of violence from other white people for being in an interracial marriage. White people as a whole value white supremacy more than anything in their fucking life. 3 out of 5 white men voted for Trump. 1 out of 2 white women voted for Trump. And everything that's happening right now is what they want. And other white people that don't have a fucking spine, or other white people that don't view their partners as human beings, that don't see their children, their biracial children, as human beings, they'll walk the fuck away. I'm calling it right now.
The senator of Indiana, Senator Mike Braun, just said that interracial marriage should be a decision that's taken over by the states. Remember what happened when they did that with abortion and now it's illegal in a bunch of states? That's what they're going to try to do. And after interracial marriage, not even after, maybe at the same time, they will be coming for gay marriage next. When y'all voted this Trump wannabe into office, I knew some dumb shit was about to happen. He's already cut Medicaid, been super pro-Israel, given them a bunch of money, supported a bunch of huge corporations, and given them no tax cuts. This is the list of everyone who's gotten bribes from AIPAC. And, oh, he is. And you sold out to Israel for $75,000. Good to know. A lot of other people sold out for more, but yeah, if you go to Open Secrets, you can see all the people who were given money by AIPAC. Top Democrats who love Israel, of course, at the top. Chuck Schumer. Yup, makes sense. Now, what do we do? One, direct action is the only thing that politicians actually care about. Blocking them, protesting, going into their way to make things harder for them. And that's when they actually start listening. In 2020, when they did all the protests for the police, it was only when protests turned violent and when senators actually started to be intimidated by the level of people who were coming out, by the number of people who were coming out, and that's when they actually had started defunding the police. Now, did those things stay in place? And have they defunded the police at all? Since then, no. We have actually funded the police even more. These are genuinely scary times, but invest in your communities, disrupt politicians, get in their way, make them uncomfortable, call them, vote in local elections. I'll be posting more about that. And yeah, get married interracially as soon as possible, because that may be going away from a product of interracial marriage. Hopefully it doesn't, but
The fact that this administration thinks that it's okay and normal to tell two grown consenting adults that they can and cannot marry each other based on their race is absolutely fucking insane to me. Like, how can you end interracial marriage? How can you tell someone, a grown adult, that they cannot marry another grown adult because you don't agree that they should be able to because they're not both of the same race or ethnicity? Like, what the fuck? And the fact that we can't even still afford groceries and the rate of homelessness is skyrocketing still, and we're worried about interracial marriage. Something bigger is coming. I don't know what it is, but it's coming. Pay attention.
Well, the trans community has already lost their rights, and we're considering making 14-year-old children legalized adults. And gay and lesbian marriage is on the chopping block to be completely abolished, which means the LGBTQI community is completely null and void. So we are right on fast track for interracial marriages to be null and void too. Because if there's one thing that we do know for sure, is that Donald Trump hates, and I mean fucking hates, Black people. MAGA, you can fuck off with Daddy Loves Everybody, because it's real easy to Google the 1973 DOJ housing incident and see for yourself just how racist he is. And if you don't believe that, then you can check out the 1983 where he hid his Black employees in casinos when the casino managers would come in, because he was embarrassed of the fact that he had Black employees working in his casinos. So he would hide them in the back and replace them with white employees. Or you can go ahead and check out the Central Park 5 where he rallied hard, and I mean fucking hard, against 5 innocent Black men to have the death penalty against them. Or we can go ahead and look at the fact that he's made countless remarks about how Black people count his money, and he can't fucking stand that Black people count his money because Black people are lazy, or that the inner cities of any state are violent and disgusting because Black people reside there, and there's just something wrong with those African Americans. They're just so angry and violent. There's the incident where he attacked Obama over his birth certificate and his citizenship simply because he was a Black man and he was president of the United States. So I don't want to fucking hear that Daddy Trump isn't racist and that he's not coming for interracial relationships, because baby, that's next. To the Black community, I know you have said over and over again with your whole chest that you aren't doing shit this time. And I'm not asking you to. And I don't blame any of you for sitting this one out because y'all showed up and showed out at the polls. We fucked this up. What I am asking you to do is to keep your due diligence and to do what you've always had to do since the beginning of time and just keep your eyes peeled, because if there is one thing for sure is white people hate Black people, and we're going to do everything we can to make sure that segregation comes back. So if you are a Black person and you are in an interracial relationship and marriage, I need you to keep your eyes peeled because this is definitely going to affect you. It's going to happen. You can mark my words. You can say I'm fear-mongering right now, but I want you to go ahead and come back to this page and watch my video again when you hear this shit is happening, because the ultimate goal for Donald Trump is to get rid of everybody who is not white. Donald Trump and this administration is literally doing a hostile takeover. And what are we doing as citizens? Absolutely fucking nothing. Me included. I make videos and I go to protests and I scream and I yell and I wave a fucking sign like it matters, because one thing we know for sure is Donald Trump doesn't give a fuck what we think. He doesn't care. He doesn't care how loud we scream. He doesn't care how many signs we wave. He doesn't care. It doesn't matter how loud we scream and how many protests that we go to. He is not going to change what he wants to do. So the only way that we're going to get through this is a revolution. But we are all too collectively scared to fucking stand up against our government.
Y'all, this world's crazy, man. Did y'all see the video? There's a senator from Indiana, and he's talking about interracial marriages. He's saying that they're gonna bring it to the higher ups because it should be up to the states to decide whether they want to marry interracial couples. This is America. So in other words, they're thinking about taking away interracial marriages. And it is up for discussion. It's called the Interracial Marriage Laws of 2025. But now can we agree that America is racist now? Can we agree with this now? It's right in front of our face. I'm gonna repost the video, but they're thinking about taking away interracial marriages.
You all know some people who has been in interracial marriage, between either Black people, white people, they've been passing it through a lot for decades. A lot of people came out to share their experience, the way they've been passing in abusive marriages, because it's not easy. Some people, whenever they enter in this interracial marriage, they experience some bad abuse, because whenever these people get angry, they will always remind you, you are from another race. You are not among us. Some people even don't have the shame to deny their kids, saying, my kids are Black. If I'm married to a black lady or a Black man, means my kids are Black. Some people don't even agree that these kids are mixed. They will keep abuse them that, no. This is not white kids. Just try to imagine if this time around now they are trying to say, we are trying to check if they will give the right to each state to decide to agree these interracial marriages or not. Just try to imagine what they are trying to do. They are trying to create fear among these families. They are trying to create conflicts. If you are sitting there, you've been having some issues with your partner, trying to solve your problems because of the differences in a way of culture or in a way of living or in a way things are getting hard in a way to solve your problems. Now this time around is someone here that they are trying to separate you, try to imagine the confusion they want to create among these families. If you've been having a partner, for example, a white partner, who been struggling a lot to defend you in his white families. You all know most these people who are married with the black people, most of them they are disowned by own family. Most of the family they don't agree you to marry in other race. When you marry out of your race, they will take you as something who doesn't exist. Few families who are still existing, which doesn't care about any skin of the color or any race. We can't say all people are like that, but some interracial marriages pass through a lot because of family members which doesn't agree for them to keep that marriage going on. This time around, imagine you've been fighting a lot with your family members, your relatives to agree with you, to like your partner. Now, the state is trying to push it so hard to say, let's make it illegally. Let's make it look like we want to promote people to keep marry each other among race. We don't want people go outside their race. I don't know. I don't know what this administration will not do. I don't think that doesn't exist. That's what we could say. You can't tell how this time around you are trying to give people the right to choose whom to love or to fall in love, whom to be with, who to marry or not. Just try to imagine the life we are living right now. Try to imagine the trauma these people are going to pass through. How are you going to mend this family when you are encouraging them to separate? How this family are going to live in peace when you are encouraging them to say, this is the people from different race. These kids should know they don't have right to belong in a white community. You should know that there is no anywhere you exist. Most of these mixed kids, when you try to hear their testimony, in the black community, they don't like them. In the white community, they don't like them. They always have that trauma of abusive growing in a way they don't even know where to belong. But in these kids, when they have good parents who keep raise them in a good way, who keep encouraging them to know their rights, to have evidence on how to live in those communities, they grow better. But when these kids grow in a toxic relationship, in a toxic marriages, they get affected the most. Now, see this time around, people are pushing so hard to bring that segregation among races, among communities, among marriages. Now, see, who do you think is going to get affected the most? Who do you think these people are targeting the most? Those are black people. Because most of white people, you never see them stand up from their families. They can't let the white supremacy to go to defend you. Few of them will agree to do whatever will happen to defend their families, but you see most of them will quit those marriages. Now see what they are trying to say? Will you see what they are trying to push? Guys, I don't know what you think, because after I came across this information, I was like, those passport blows who are still looking families overseas, who still in the process of looking papers to get married overseas, what are they going to do? Those who are still in the process to bring their partners down in America, what are they going to do? Do you all know it's a long process? It's not easy. And then they are trying also to discourage them. Try to imagine this couple who are really in love right now. They fear they are going to that discomfort. They are to say, to doubt, should I keep this? Should I quit? Just try to imagine. I don't know what these people they are trying to do. Guys, let me know what you think today's episode, because sometimes we lost what to say. Sometimes we don't even know what to talk about. If people this time around, they are not allowed to do whatever they want on their feelings, I don't know. Drop your opinion. Thank you for watching this episode. See you in my next video. Bye.